Hey everyone, it's Don with Don's Field of Dreams Cards. Coming back to you with another team video. I did one recently of the best players that only played on one team of the cards I have. So this team is guys whose last names end in ski. And being that my last name ends in ski, I thought this would be an interesting video to do and see how many players I could find that played in the major leagues with the last name Ski. I have two Hall of Famers on the team. There is another Hall of Fame player, but I don't have his card, and I didn't want to spend money to buy this card just for this video. Two guys, maybe three, that I consider had really good major league careers. A bunch of guys that I never heard of, and a couple that aren't really good at all, but they were like literally the only skis at third base. I could only find two skis that ever played in the major leagues, and I bought the one card for $1 and the other was $20, so I went with the $1 card for that player. And then I got a few guys on the bench. I normally do a DH in these little fun videos where I put a team together, but just not enough good players to do a DH. But I don't know, they might win a few games, at least against, some of the players out there today. Some of these guys I never heard of actually would be probably making some pretty good money now. So I'm going to start at catcher, and with catcher, I went with A.J. Pierogis. First place, one of the good players I had mentioned, and more known as a Cincinnati Red, but love this card of him on the Pirates, Ted Kluszewski. At second base, one of the Hall of Famers that I mentioned, who just passed away recently, actually, Bill Mazeroski. It's funny, I think as of January, there were 4 guys left from the 1960 winning Pirates that were still alive, and now there's one, which is a shame. Okay, here's shortstop, and this is a reach. Jerry Dybzinski. And so in this 1981 card, he played 114 games in the major leagues, 234 batting average, 1 home run, 58 hits. So don't know much about him. Don't even know if he had much of a career, but he's my shortstop. At third base, like I said, there was literally only 2 players, so I went with the heavy-hitting Phil Mankowski. Phil had a career batting average of 267. I mean, again, some of these batting averages are better than the guys today that are considered decent. This is a guy like I never really heard of. I just remember this card, and obviously Tigers fans, I'm sure, would know him because he's, as of 1980, he had 4 years in. And not much of a power hitter, 8 home runs. So got Phil at third. In the outfield, one of the players that I said was one of the good players, and he used to hurt my Pirates quite a bit. One of the few Phillies I actually like, and the Bull, Greg Luzinski. So I just picked outfield because I think I basically got 3 left fielders. Arguably, and not much of an argument, because I would say this is the best ski that ever played baseball. And that's Carl Yastrzemski. And I kept it in family and went with his grandson, Mike Yastrzemski. Pitching this is the position where there's the Hall of Famer Stan Kovaleski, but I do not have any of his cards. He'd be the starter. So Pete Jablonski of the Albany Senators. Can't even see what team they really scratched out here. Looks like he played for the Reds, Red Sox, and that's it. So to be honest, guys, I don't even know what team this is. Got a current player, and I think this is how you pronounce it. I think it's Jacob Mizrowski for the Brewers. Pirates have a pitcher right now, this Ski. Mileski, I think is his name. Might have butchered that. Ron Peronowski, I believe was a pitching coach for a long time in the majors after he pitched. Jack Sawinski's also in the major leagues. He played for the Pirates, and he's terrible. He's probably in the minor leagues right now, so I didn't want to buy his card. The bench, I got Bob Borkowski, and these are actually those archive cards. 248 batting average. Here he is with the Cincinnati Reds. Played for the Cubs at one time. Another Cub on the bench, Hermansky. Again, this guy had a 278 batting average. Pretty good. He hits, did he have 516 hits? So not stars by any means, but good role players. Then I went with my dad's friends growing up. The guys that he knew in the neighborhood, the three brothers. Got Ed Sadowski, a catcher. Then his two other brothers are pitchers. Got Ted in the bullpen. And the other brother, Bob. So that finishes the ski run. The manager's name is Kulikowski, which I think is appropriate, being my last name. I'd have to add Mike O to this team. He's got a ski at the end of his name. Not sure if any other YouTubers do. I'm probably missing out on somebody, but just a fun little project here for me to put some cars together and see how many guys I could find. So as always, guys, thanks for watching my video, and I'll talk to you soon.